We do not promote the use of legal or illegal psychoactive substances. This video has been created strictly for harm reduction purposes. Let's head over to my laboratory. The amount of research chemicals that are active in small enough doses to fit on blotter paper just keeps rising and rising. Simply put, your LSD may not be LSD. Here's a short list of some potential chemicals that dealers disguise as LSD. In today's day and age, the class of compounds that is most commonly sold disguised as LSD is the N-bomb series, which in relatively low doses has claimed the lives of many people. This class of compounds is not orally active. They are only active sublingually, meaning you have to allow the tab to dissolve in your mouth in order to feel the effects. So what some people will do who don't have a test kit is they'll simply swallow their tabs thinking that if they feel effects, then it must be LSD, because if it was N-bomb, nothing would have happened. But ultimately, this is very irresponsible and just a terrible idea, because as you saw from the list of substances that can fit on blotter paper, not all of them were N-bomb compounds. A lot of those substances are orally active, meaning if you do swallow your tabs and you do feel effects, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have acid. You could very well have one of these other research chemicals. New research chemicals are quite literally being invented every single day. There's no end in sight to the amount of chemicals that are going to be derived. If you plan on consuming a substance like LSD, you must be prepared to test it before you ingest it. You need the Ehrlich reagent. To test your tab, what you can do is cut a small piece off the corner with an X-Acto knife. Next, set it down on a white ceramic plate and carefully apply 1 drop of the Ehrlich reagent onto it. What you're looking for is a purple reaction. If you see no reaction, meaning no color change occurs, there is a high chance that what you have is not LSD. For this sample test, I acquired a legal LSD analog, just so I could display for you guys what the reaction should look like. Purple indicates the presence of an indole alkaloid. In regards to tabs that are this small, the only indole alkaloids that could be psychoactive in doses small enough to fit on this tab would be LSD or LSD analogs. Meaning just because you see purple doesn't necessarily mean that you for sure have LSD. It could be one of its analogs, such as Al-LAD, Eth-LAD, 1P-LSD, ALD52. Fortunately, even if you do have one of these analogs, it is very unlikely that you do, but if you do, they are thought to have a very similar safety profile to LSD. None of these substances are known to be physically dangerous, at least not in doses small enough that would fit on a piece of blotter paper, so a purple reaction means you can assume that what you're taking is safe. But keep in mind, even if you're testing your tabs with the Ehrlich reagent, no matter what, if you're going to consume a substance, you are taking risks. So what you need to do is measure if the risks are worth the reward, which is why if you're going to consume anything, you absolutely have to test the substances. It's not worth playing games or taking risks with your life when these risks can be so easily avoided by purchasing a $20 test kit. The only way to be 100% certain that what you have is LSD is to take your tab and send it to a testing laboratory, such as Energy Control. Unfortunately, depending on which country you live in, mailing illicit substances, in the post, can be pretty illegal, making this practice a little uncomfortable for a lot of users. It's also a lot more expensive to do this, meaning testing your substances with the Ehrlich reagent really is your best line of defense against some of these potentially dangerous imposters. Anyway, I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. If you don't have an Ehrlich reagent and you need to pick one up, I've included a link to a pretty cool test kit website in the video description. It's the same website that I got my reagent from. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I just want to let you guys know that I just recently posted a video on my second channel called Psychedelic Fear: History of Mental Illness. In this video, I talk about the link between psychedelics and mental illness, and I kind of go into my own personal family history of mental illness. If this sounds like a video that interests you, check it out there. I was a bit up in arms of whether I should post it on this channel or that channel. In the end, I decided to post it on the second channel just because it's more of a personal story than it is really a scientific video, although there are some scientific facts in it. So if you guys are wanting more content from me, then please check out my second channel and subscribe there. The second channel is more dedicated to philosophy and just me telling you life stories. It's not necessarily all psychedelic related, which is why I kind of needed to make a second channel to talk about things that aren't just psychedelics. Today's video was made possible thanks to all of your support on Patreon. If you guys support what I'm doing with this channel, then you can check out Patreon for more information, or what you can do is just leave this video a big like. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for weekly psychedelic-related content. Till next time, be safe, guys. Always test your tabs. And yeah, don't do anything that I wouldn't do. See you guys later.